What if I told you that humanity's long-awaited return to the moon has been delayed again? NASA's Artemis II mission, our next giant leap, has been rescheduled for April 2026. Why the delay? What challenges are NASA engineers solving right now, and how does this set the stage for future lunar and Mars missions? Let's break it all down in this deep dive into Artemis II and beyond. Let's rewind for a moment. The Artemis program is NASA's most ambitious project since Apollo. Unlike Apollo, which was about proving we could land on the moon, Artemis is about sustainability, building a permanent presence on the moon and preparing for the ultimate goal, sending humans to Mars. The Artemis missions are like stepping stones. Artemis I, the first uncrewed test flight, proved that the Orion spacecraft could make the journey to the moon and back. Artemis II will be the first crewed mission, orbiting the moon. And then comes Artemis III, the historic mission where astronauts will finally land on the lunar surface, targeting the unexplored South Pole. So, why has NASA delayed Artemis II again? It all comes down to a critical safety issue: the heat shield. During Artemis I's uncrewed mission, the Orion spacecraft re-entered Earth's atmosphere at blazing speeds almost 25,000 miles per hour. While the heat shield did its job, engineers noticed something unexpected: parts of it charred away more than they had predicted. Although the data showed that the spacecraft would have kept astronauts safe, NASA is leaving nothing to chance. The agency is now redesigning parts of the heat shield, running additional tests, and ensuring that it can withstand even the harshest conditions. After all, when it comes to human spaceflight, there's no room for error. And let's talk about the amazing crew who will make history aboard Artemis II. This mission will feature 4 astronauts: Commander Reed Wiseman, NASA veterans Victor Glover and Christina Koch, and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Together, they'll represent the next step in international collaboration and human exploration. Christina Koch, for example, holds the record for the longest single spaceflight by a woman: 328 days. Victor Glover was part of SpaceX's Crew 1 mission and has experience piloting spacecraft. And Jeremy Hansen will become the first Canadian to journey to the moon. This diverse team will be collecting critical data during their 10-day mission, ensuring the spacecraft systems are ready for future lunar landings. So, what's the Artemis II mission all about? While this crew won't land on the moon, their journey will take them farther into space than any humans have traveled in over 50 years. The spacecraft will orbit the moon, testing life support systems, communication networks, and navigation tools, all while collecting data that will guide Artemis III's historic landing. The South Pole is particularly intriguing because it's believed to contain water ice, an essential resource for future lunar bases. Imagine using that ice to produce oxygen and fuel, making it possible for humans to stay on the moon for months or even years. Delays like this aren't failures, they're part of the process. Space exploration is hard. It took nearly a decade to get Apollo 11 to the moon, and the Artemis program is even more complex. NASA is juggling cutting-edge technologies, international partnerships, and billions of dollars in investments. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, improve, and ensure success. Compared to Apollo, Artemis is using state-of-the-art technology, like the Space Launch System, the most powerful rocket ever built, and the Orion spacecraft, designed for deep space travel. These advancements are laying the foundation for humanity's next frontier. While Artemis II's delay might feel disappointing, it's important to keep the bigger picture in mind. Artemis III is scheduled for 2027, and that's when humans will set foot on the moon again. But it doesn't stop there. Artemis is the gateway to Mars, with plans to use the moon as a training ground for even longer missions. Imagine what humanity could achieve: a moon base, reusable spacecraft, and eventually, a thriving colony on Mars. Artemis isn't just a mission, it's a vision of what's possible when we dare to dream big. The journey to the moon isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Every delay, every challenge, and every breakthrough brings us closer to a future where space is no longer the final frontier, but the next great destination. What do you think? Are these delays worth the wait? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on humanity's leap into the cosmos.